Philippine Tourism Law Chapter 15 Tourism and Hospitality Management Education Learning Objectives to differentiate schools abiding with laws from those that are not, to identify the requirements in the opening and operation of a tourism or hospitality management program and tourism-related technical vocational programs, to identify the laws governing various issues in tourism and hospitality education. Presentation outline. First is the curriculum. Second is the school laboratories and other CHED requirements. Third is the student practicum or apprenticeship. And fourth is the accreditation and the regulation of schools. And fifth is the tuition fees. And sixth is the sexual harassment in the academy. And the seventh is the random drug testing for tertiary level students. And eighth is the tertiary education equivalency. Filipino workers are sought after in the global tourism industry. In order to increase the demand for Filipino tourism workers, competencies in tourism and hospitality management education should be reinforced. By Attorney Antonio Fontanilla, former Human Resources Director of Century Park Hotel. The curriculum of the Bachelor of Science in Tourism and Bachelor of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management programs of the different colleges and universities around the country should be compliant with CHED Memorandum Order Number 31 Series of 2001. In accordance with the pertinent provision of Republic Act Number 7722, otherwise known as the Higher Education Act of 1994, the following minimum curricular requirements for the Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management or Tourism are hereby adopted and promulgated by the Commission. School laboratories and other CHED requirements. Schools offer Bachelor of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management or the Hospitality Management are required to have different kinds of laboratories. Example of this is the kitchen laboratory for food preparation, mock-up guest room for housekeeping, and front office for simulation, mock-up restaurant and bar for food and beverage services, and a computer laboratory for computer subjects. Student practicum or apprenticeship. In relation to CMO number 31 series of 2001, the minimum requirements for the student practicum in Bachelor of Science in Tourism and Bachelor of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management are 3 units. In the pursuit of this policy, CHED hereby establishes the International Practicum Training Program or the PTP to make possible the practicum training of undergraduate students in various companies, training institutions and organizations in various parts of the world. Accreditation and regulation of schools. In accordance with the pertinent provision of Republic Act 7722, otherwise known as the Higher Education Act of 1994, the Commission on Higher Education hereby promulgated the revised policies and guidelines on voluntary accreditation in aid of quality and excellence in higher education for the guidance and information of all concerned stakeholders. The tuition fees. The allowable increase in the tuition and other fees in all levels should not be more than the prevailing national inflation rate. The prevailing national inflation rate shall refer to the average annual headline inflation rate at the national level of the immediately preceding year prior to the academic year for which the intended increase shall take effect. Sexual harassment in the academy. Section 3 of the Anti-Sexual Harassment Act of 1995 or the Republic Act Number 7877 provides that in education or training environment, sexual harassment is committed. Section 4 of Republic Act 7877 provides that it is the duty of the employer, of head of the school, or the president or dean, or head of the training establishment or the president or training director to deter the commission of acts of sexual harassment and to provide the procedure for the resolution, settlement, or prosecution of acts of sexual harassment. Random drug testing for tertiary level. Students' motor vehicle liability insurance. In accordance with the pertinent provision of Republic Act of Number 7722, otherwise known as the Higher Education of Act in 1994, and pursuant of Section 36 of Article of our Republic Act 9165, otherwise known as the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. Random drug testing of students in public and private tertiary higher educational institution will be implemented beginning in 2003. The Tertiary Education Equivalency for the CMO 21 series of 1997 provides the policies and guidelines on the implementation of the Expanded Tertiary Education Equivalency and Accreditation Program, or the ETEAP, pursuant to Executive Order 330. That's all for this chapter. Thank you for your time to listen.